guys, I'm Amanda, the Chica Travelista, and I'm here with Joane Henig from Worldwide Photo Tour and Long Island Photo Gallery.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming here and talking with me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So I'm very excited to learn more about both businesses. And let's start with, how did you get started with Long Island Photo Gallery?
Long Island Photo Gallery was a culmination of having the skills in website development and the love of photography. My business partner, Jessica Hirschman, and I put together the website Long Island Photo Gallery. It was really for just the two of us to kind of experiment with our photography and see what it would look like out in the real world and off the computer, you know. And we're having a lot of fun with it. It is.
Which brings us to Worldwide Photo Tours.
Yes.
So tell me about that, because that is so exciting to me.
That is very exciting to me. We were, again, working off of the desires of our membership at Long Island Photo Gallery. And what this is getting our photographers and also amateur photographers, people that are just thinking about, you know, I have this brand new camera, how do I use it? They want to get out and travel, learn how to use the camera, bringing that all together into Worldwide Photo Tours. So what the audience that we're looking to appeal to with Worldwide Photo Tours is any level of photographer. You don't have to be a pro photographer. You don't have to be an amateur photographer. Any level of photography will do. What we want to be able to do is get you out into the most beautiful locations across America, and next year we're going to be outside of the U.S., but we want to be able to get that camera in your hands on spectacular locations and have for you a pro photographer over your shoulder helping you work your gear, work your equipment, get that best shot. Whether it be angle of the shot, whether it be changing your settings on your camera so that you had mentioned before when we were talking earlier, you were in a location in Costa Rica where you were shooting waterfalls and you were on automatic with your camera. And
I know it's so hard
like
to like
the devil.
take that. I know. So I know, and I hope to be on one of your tours too, because I know I can. There's a ton more that I could learn photography-wise, and it is, you know, such a eye-opening experience when you actually take this setting off auto, like. And even like the auto button is green. It's like the camera company wants you to just like throw it on auto.
I know.
But being able to, you know, learn more actual techniques so you don't have to have the camera on automatic, I think is huge, which is why this is so awesome.
Right. It is awesome. And what's really amazing is the photographers or the attendees that come on the tours, what they walk away with. Not only do they walk away with a really beautiful portfolio of imagery, we do workshops while we're at location with the attendees. So we'll sit down after we'll go out and shoot for a day. We'll sit down and go over the photos that they took for that day and try to give them a little bit more of a focus on how they can improve upon the work that they've already done, what they did today, what can we do better for tomorrow.
Right.
And so they'll walk away with a beautiful portfolio. They'll make friends, probably lifelong friends, and they'll probably come back and do another tour with us because it's very relaxed. There's no pressure, there's no right, there's no wrong. It's just let's get out, let's have an adventure, and let's have our cameras along with us along the way.
Yeah, so amazing. Really and you're learning, you know, I took some photography classes in college, and you know, for me personally, and I think for a lot of people, things stick best when you're actually out in the environment learning about them, hands-on. I know I learned best that way too. So that's definitely a you know, really cool concept, I think, for people to gain photography experience and knowledge while traveling at the same time, and making friends, to your point too. I know you know, friends that I've made throughout my travels, I still keep in touch with from you know, 10, 15 years ago. So that's really cool. Tell me about some of the upcoming destinations that you guys are doing your tours.
We've got a really great lineup this year. We have Charleston, South Carolina, which is voted one of the best cities in America to travel the last 5 years by Condé Nast Magazine, Travel Magazine. So that's going to be a fabulous trip. We have a private ferry going over to Boneyard Beach.
Oh, wow.
Bulls Island, Boneyard Beach. So that'll be another. All of our tours start at the crack of dawn.
Nice.
So that we get that beautiful light.
Yeah, a full day.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be taking a ferry in the dark to Boneyard Beach. And watching the sunrise over the Atlantic. So that's the way that tour starts. we go through, I think it's a 3 or 4 day tour with the Charleston trip. Then from there, the next month we're heading right over to Yosemite.
I need to get on that one.
that one, if you get on that one, you'll be with me.
Yes.
The Yosemite trip is going to be amazing. We've scoped that out not just by locations of where to be within Yosemite Valley, but we're also going to go up into the high ground, into the higher plains of Yosemite Park. We're going to be shooting sunrises there, and we're also going to be doing a shoot with a full moon rising over the valley and casting its light onto Bridal Veil Falls.
Wow.
Which will produce what they call a moonbow. So that's going to be there'll be stars in the sky.
Which is like a rainbow.
So we're just praying
right?
for great weather. Yeah, so it creates a rainbow. They call it a moonbow. Over the valley with the waterfall coming down, the moon rising, and stars in the sky. So, of course, we cannot predict the weather, but
right.
we're hoping for pristine conditions for that one. But
It'll be pristine.
Yeah, we timed that tour to coincide with the full moon.
Wow.
So that one's going to be great. And then from there, we travel out to Acadia, Maine.
Oh, nice. Oh,
which
wow.
is the best national park in the country, voted year after year for that.
I have a lot of family from Maine and have been up there, and it's absolutely, I mean, the views from the mountain are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's a very picturesque coastal park. And it's year after year, travelers have voted that their favorite national park in the country.
Wow.
So
Go Maine.
Yeah, go Maine. Looking forward to that one. And then we go to Montauk in the east end of Long Island.
Very nice.
And after that, we're going to head up to Letchworth, New York, which is known as the Grand Canyon of the East. So I've never been to Letchworth, so I'm looking forward to that one as well. And we've got things that we're looking into for the following year. Costa Rica is on our agenda, and we're hoping for Iceland. So as I said, we want to get out of the United States.
Yep.
In the following year. So we've got a few of those things that we're dabbling at right now. We have to pull the itineraries together, and then what we do is we go out and we do the tour without any attendees to make sure this is a good location, that's a good hotel.
Yep.
And,
I was going to ask about that. I mean, the United States is such a scenically diverse and beautiful, beautiful country. How did you even pick the first, few locations?
Well, we actually relied on our tour leader for the first group that we're running this year, Rick Burke. Rick Burke is a pro photographer. He's run tours before, and he's a member of Long Island Photo Gallery. And we got to talking one afternoon, and he said, I can lead some of your tours for you. And I said, terrific. Let me know what you have in your back pocket, and let's pull it together. So he pulled together the itineraries and the agendas. He's been out. He's scouted everything. And then he and I worked together, and Jessica, and we pulled the whole thing together for the next 5 that we're going to do.
So for the travelers that are interested in taking the tours, what kind of equipment should somebody purchase or rent or have for the trips?
Well, I would highly recommend that the attendees have a DSLR camera or something a little bit sophisticated, because working with just an iPhone or an Android, I mean, you can have that gear with you, but I don't think that those are the images that you really want to walk away with. If you're looking for those real crisp, outstanding shots, you're looking to grow your portfolio, you're looking to walk away with some imagery that you really could utilize for the rest of your life,
Right,
or to
like blow up and
blow
hang
up.
Yeah.
And exactly. I think you really want to work with a DSLR. We do recommend different lenses on all of the tours that we have going. If you go to worldwidephototours.com and you click on any of the tours, we have a whole list of recommended gear that you may want to package and bring with you on the tours. Things like a rain cover for your camera. When we go to
Smart.
Yosemite and we're going to be shooting underneath the waterfalls or near the waterfalls with the moon bows, you want to have that camera protected and covered.
Yep.
Tripod is probably going to be an essential piece of gear so that you're not getting any camera shake or things of that nature. And then really from there, it's what are you comfortable with? How much gear do you want to carry with you? Because once we leave the hotels in the morning, you're going to be carrying that gear for 4 to 6 hours.
So a good backpack.
Good backpack would absolutely be
Lots of
essential.
pockets.
Lots of pockets. We supply water and some healthy snacks for you to get through the first half of the day. But the camera gear itself, we probably want to take a look at a good DSLR.
Extra batteries.
Extra
are
batteries
good.
is a good one, very good.
We've ran out of batteries
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things too, you mentioned, you didn't realize you mentioned it, but renting gear. You can rent lenses for your cameras. You don't have to necessarily go out and buy new lenses to
Right.
be a part of, doing something different with your camera. So if you're looking for a really great telephoto, don't go out and spend $3,000 on a big long lens.
Yeah.
Rent it for a week. And
See how you like
play
it.
around with it. Yeah, and if you love it then, of course, go off and purchase it for yourself. But try to stay away from the iPhone.
Now, for our travelers who are loving to take travel photography and whatnot, do you have any just kind of off-the-cuff photography tips or tricks, for anybody watching right now that might be, hopping on a plane in the next few days and they're like, oh, I got to try this, I got to try that. Any kind of specific, photography tips or little secrets of what they might be able to do?
Well, make sure your batteries are charged. The most important thing that I could say to anybody looking to travel with us is just to relax and have some fun. If I said to you earlier in the program, there is no right and there is no wrong.
Right.
So if you come onto one of our tours with an open mind and you're looking to just have a good time with your camera, pick up whatever skill set that you may be anticipating that you may want to learn or not, or just come with a complete open mind, relax, have a good time, and just enjoy it. Because, we're taking you to some of the most spectacular places in the country.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
leave your attitude at home, relax, have a good time, and just, shoot away.
I think this is awesome,
Thank
and
you.
I hope
Thank
to
you.
join some of the tours. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
And thank you
Thank
again
you.
so much.
Thank
you
you.
guys for watching. Again, I'm here with Joane Henig of Worldwide Tours and Long Island Photo Gallery. I'm Amanda, the Chica Travelista, and thanks so much for stopping by the site.